The Arizona Board of Cosmetology is trying to shut down an ancient grooming service called eyebrow threading. In tonight's 9 p.m. Extra, Ryan O'Donnell explains why some threaders believe the government is overstepping its bounds.
Eyebrow threading dates back centuries.
Kind of like tweezing, it's just a lot quicker.
But it's becoming more and more popular in the valley. In fact, you'll find the service offered at kiosks in most malls.
I can't do waxing. I've tried it a couple different times, but my eyes will actually swell shut, so this is a great alternative for me.
But the business is now in jeopardy. The Arizona Board of Cosmetology recently put threaders on notice, explaining how being unlicensed and untrained puts the public at risk for infections and injuries. The letter goes on to say, cease the practice immediately.
This is the only job I've ever had. Threading, this is all I know. This is how I support my family.
Juana Gutierrez manages 6 threading kiosks. She doesn't understand why license is necessary because
it's more sanitary than waxing. It's just a piece of thread. We don't use any chemicals. It's just thread. It's all natural.
There's no need for the state to get involved.
Tim Keller is the executive director of Institute for Justice in Arizona. This week, he filed a lawsuit against the board on behalf of Gutierrez and 4 other Valley threaders, fighting against unreasonable government regulation. The lawsuit contends the board exceeded its powers because it's uninformed about the practice. Keller argues it's ridiculous for the board to demand threaders get licensed, especially since the licensing classes don't include hands-on training.
The notion that an individual should have to obtain 600 hours of classroom instruction when not 1 hour actually teaches what it is that person does is outrageous and unconstitutional.
It has to be hands-on training.
Donna Auney is the executive director for the Board of Cosmetology. She says she's simply looking out for safety.
Some of the inspectors, investigators have actually seen and watched the procedure and seen them actually draw blood.
Keller's goal is to make threaders exempt from the board's jurisdiction.
Our goal in this litigation is to restore the right to earn an honest living.
Wow, interesting. Important note here, the only complaints about threading have come from other cosmetologists. Keller is familiar with this kind of fight. A few years ago, he was able to get African hair braiders exempt from the Board of Cosmetology's jurisdiction. We'll keep you updated on how this case turns out.